Another week, another episode. Back here, the Prodigal Brothers, your favorite podcast. You know me, I am Easy, one of the co-hosts here. Before I introduce everyone else and before we get into this action-packed show that we got that I'm so excited for, I always got to let you know that, of course, you can check us out. We're not just the audio podcast. You could also check us out on YouTube if you want to see what's going on. You want to see the artwork that we're always talking about. You always want to see our reactions live. You could always check that. And like I said, we always go live usually before the episodes on our Instagram. We're all over social media. Like I said, the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We got all of that jumping. You got to make sure you follow us. And most importantly, you got to make sure you subscribe to us. Sign up for the notifications so that you always know when the Prodigal Brothers are dropping, when a new episode comes out every Friday. Sign up for the noties, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you sub and it'll let you know. So, of course, let me bring in the rest of these Prodigal Brother hosts. It's a little switch up this week. We got somebody who's missing, but I think who's filling in for him is perfect. And the show's going to keep rolling like always. So, first up, SP, what's going on, brother?
Hello. It's me, and I'm back.
Okay.
Took a little break with the updates, but it's time to update. You know what I'm saying? I got three matches.
Nah, for real?
I got three matches, but I haven't reached out to them yet.
Okay.
What you waiting on?
I don't know. I was hoping they would try to break the ice, man. You know?
Well, women are aggressive these days.
Yeah, but
Boys, what are we talking about matches?
Oh.
You got to fill me in.
I'm okay. So I'll be
Is it swiping right, left? What we
Yeah, I'm
doing?
swiping. I'm swiping. I've been swiping right and left for about two seasons now, and trying to find me a forever boo.
Okay, you don't want Miss right now. You want Miss forever.
I want to right now, tomorrow, next
just-
week, next month.
Just like a
Pancakes, sausage.
Okay.
Miss Forever. Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Tinder probably ain't the place to look for Miss Forever. Not in this age, but
Okay.
but
Oh, he said
I'm no
premium.
hell no. I'm not $89 a month. Nah, they can have
Boys,
that.
the fact that you know how much it costs is a little.
Yeah, I was desperate. I checked.
Okay.
And I said, ooh, no, that's a cable bill.
Okay.
That is a cable bill.
Yeah, so
Don't let them
Finish
shame
it.
you out of your three
Finish
matches.
your
bro. Be
introduction.
proud
I'm
of
sorry.
what you
Yeah,
got, you know what I'm
it's SP Unique Child. I'll talk about it later. we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving.
saying? Three matches, man. That's success. You know what I'm saying? The way it's been going this first two seasons, we'll take them three matches. you know what I mean?
Not right now, man. We gotta keep moving. They don't care about my success.
Uplifted, my guy. What's up, bro?
Hey, man, it took two people to fill in for Al, man. So
That's facts.
I appreciate everybody coming in. You got big
Yeah,
shoes to fill.
Thinking about him right
Hey, that's the most you ever said in the intro ever.
Like Uplifted alluded to, man, we have two guests stepping in for Al. Al will be out this week, but he'll be returning next week. The Prodigal Brothers will be back together. And like you said, our two hosts that we got, first up, from Brooklyn, that's what I was told, but has moved all around, been all around the country before she ended up where she's at now in Maryland. Give it up for Arlise, a.k.a. the Rich Auntie.
Yeah.
If that ain't the most Brooklyn response.
Listen, I don't care where I move, okay? You can never take the Brooklyn out of me. You see, I came in here.
Yeah,
like,
she came New
I
York
came
down.
in my fitted.
Came
You already know
NY
what it is.
NY'd up.
Represent hard.
Hello.
Where Brooklyn at?
Hello.
Where Brooklyn at? Let me
Right
stop.
here.
Let me stop.
And last but not least, filling in for Al while he's out. One of the day ones, man. Been supporting the pod ever since we first dropped. Always been with us. Always been supporting us. Give it up for Sully. What's up, man?
Oh, I could not be more happy. First white boy in the chair. It's white boy summer's going down, obviously.
I definitely heard White Boy Summer was over, though.
I just heard it was over, so
I mean,
we gonna press.
restart. Relighting? I don't know.
somebody got to
What
bring
day-
it
what The
back.
other day, would you relight? I don't know.
We gonna press pause. We gonna let you know. We gonna get back to you.
I mean, it's spring right now, so you still got some time.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He said it's still spring. Oh, man. Coming up on the show today, we got so much. Like I said, it's going to be action-packed. With the guests coming in, we had to make sure we threw in some extra topics. We're going to be getting into interracial marriages. Something some information I found that I pulled up that I want to throw out. I want to definitely get everyone's reaction. And then because the guests are here, of course, we got to bring out, everybody's favorite topic, everybody's favorite segment. I got some crazy stuff in there, man. I can't wait to hear everyone's opinion. And then finally, we're going to be getting into kind of like a little Q&A, man. We're throwing out a lot of the Prodigal Brothers theories. You always hear us talking about what we talk about in the background, like how we come up with our topics. We're going to be throwing some of those out, man. Some of our crazier topics to see how it bounces, get some reactions from our guests. So first up, Prodigal Brothers, let me throw this out. Everybody knows what the census is, right? U.S. Census. I think they finished it about a year or two ago. It's usually when they come around, they ask for all the information, who lives with your family, your ethnicity, your makeup. Does everybody know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They leave those notes on your door if you don't answer.
Yeah, they were trying to threaten you.
They had it jumping, but they were trying to finish up right before Corona, so I think they stopped early. But some of the early results are coming in. The preliminary results are coming in. And I was checking it out, and something interesting that I found in there was that interracial marriages in America are at an all-time high. So they've gone up from 1950, so in the last 50 years, so from 1960 they were at 3%, and they're now up to 17%. So a huge increase. So before I get everyone's reaction, let me just dive into some of these numbers that I thought were interesting. So the most common interracial marriage is white and Hispanic. That makes up 38%. Second is white and Asian, which makes up 14%. And then in third place, making up 8%, is white and black interracial marriages.
That sounds right to me.
Man,
That
them
don't
white
surprise
people
everybody?
sure like they multicultural sample size.
I mean, it's a U.S. census. They have kind of like, we held down the market for a long time.
Yeah,
so,
you're right. Yeah, melting pot.
I mean, we're getting there. Obviously, it's got to be.
Yeah.
I
mean,
3%
13
to 17, right?
You 17 or 13? Was it 17?
It was 3 to 17.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it
that's-
went from 3 to 17 in the last 50 years.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised. Like,
You are?
no, I'm surprised that white and black wasn't higher. I was surprised.
As was I.
I was.
I mean, I guess a lot of it's probably based off of location where we all are.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
Because I know that we don't necessarily have the same type of Hispanic population to represent that other number. So I can't speak to the rest of the nation.
True that.
Nah,
All right,
black
fair.
people just don't fill out the census. Whether they're in a relationship,
We don't open it.
interracial relationship or not.
That's definitely part of it.
They not answering the door. They not replying to no notes. You don't need to know who live in here.
Hey, can I make a confession?
Ooh, I lied on mine.
I filled out the census like completely and without lying.
Ain't no white
I
person.
think.
I mean,
You think?
you should.
Yeah. I did it with pride. Like I was like,
literally leads to dollars in your community.
Yeah.
yeah, I did it.
But that's so funny. You sound like my parents. My parents would make sure you fill that out. What? Get off my phone.
Nah, it don't.
Did you do it?
It don't lead to dollars in your community.
Yeah, you're right. Them potholes still outside.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm driving on these same roads.
You just said you don't fill it out.
I didn't say I didn't fill it out. He asked me. I never even answered. You just
Yeah,
assumed. See?
This
That's
is
what the
I
man
thought
will
the
do.
generic
Hey,
statement
hey.
you made included yourself.
Hey, did you fill it out?
What? Why are we talking about my personal business?
I said before we started this pod, we don't talk about personal business or politics. I feel like this is both. Moving on. Yeah, but yeah, I am a little surprised about that. That's pretty cool though. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it definitely means it's being more accepted. So the second interesting number, I think SP said you thought that black would be higher. So this is something else interesting that I thought. So of the interracial marriages that black people are in, 22% of the time it's a black man, and only 9% of the time is it a black woman. So black men, what's that? Almost definitely double, almost 3 times as much more likely to be in an interracial marriage than a black woman is.
Sounds about accurate.
Yeah.
You think that's right?
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Except in a Tyler Perry movie.
Hold on.
Singer.
I can't lie. I thought interracial relationships were only black and white people.
What?
I feel so uneducated.
Nah, like,
You're like,
Yeah,
what is
look,
Spanish?
Look, I thought we was being honest in here. I thought this was a
Nah.
safe place.
I know I have, like, because I really have, like, a diverse group of, like, women that I know. And one of my really good friends, she is Vietnamese.
Mhm.
And she was basically explaining, like, her children's father is black.
Mhm.
and like she has like 3-4 siblings, and they all marry white women, and their family is more accepting of them than them.
Wow.
And it's because of the fact that more or less people don't always look at it this way, but they look more like they look like they belong together. Versus you have someone of an Asian descent, and then you have someone of an African American descent. They're not as accepting.
Is that oil and water
type thing?
Yeah.
But because they feel, because whether or not people really know it sometimes, and again, this is the conversations that she and I have had, and being around her family, she's explained to me that their cultures look for more or less stability. Like, how can I really grow this and build? Like, if you ever notice when you see those nail salons, that's family.
Right.
Like, they don't necessarily, they look at it in a sense, it's sad, almost kind of like how the white population look at it. Like, unfortunately, we're kind of one of the only population that don't look out for each other like that. So that's why they gear more towards white people.
I could see that. I could also see us just being black and not being stable, or not being perceived as being stable.
That's very
Because
possible.
I think that I don't want to get into we're held down, but we are not judged appropriately anywhere. And I believe that you don't want your family member to be with someone who is not likely to be successful.
Exactly.
Or
perceived to be.
I was going to say
accepted.
accepted.
Right,
Yeah.
And then it's for real, aesthetics.
Yeah.
It's aesthetics, people.
I don't know, man. Them interracial kids be...
No, like, think not what you produce,
Facts.
but what you are. Not what
You be like,
produce.
Tony got good hair. Boy, Tony got good hair. Boy, that thing curl up.
Hey, pictures gonna look
Not-
lit with the kids.
We gonna look wild.
But before the kids come, they're
Right,
they're like,
it's
who's that black dude in that picture?
Right. It's more of the now, not necessarily the future. They're looking at now because they're
Right.
thinking about the future, but
Right.
the aesthetics.
yeah,
Crazy.
That was
but I
part
definitely
of
thought interracial was black and white.
that was like part of the data that was in there. So in urban areas, like in cities, it's much more likely to see the interracial couples as opposed to, the Mississippis, the Alabamas, places like that. So it definitely is. The aesthetic plays a lot into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on where you're at, is it okay to walk around with that person on your arm out in public? I'm sure that plays a big part of it too.
That amazes me that that's still a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
Right.
no. I wouldn't say it amazes me, but it's like, come on, it's like 2021. Why we can't
That
walk
don't
around
mean
holding
nothing.
Okay,
hands?
let's just keep it a buck.
That don't mean
How
nothing.
many times have you been like, man, I need to go to Alabama and Mississippi?
Never. Never. No, I'm not naive
Not
to the
even
fact.
you.
I'm not.
Ask Sully.
Please, I'll go across the way. We hit some Louisiana. Maybe we can go to New Orleans.
That's what I'm saying.
I have no desire. There's
Hold
nothing
on,
there.
wait. But I'm curious. What's
Sully.
what's your wife? Like, what is
My wife's white.
she? What?
She's white.
I'm actually a little shocked.
Okay.
I feel like you
told
would.
me.
I feel like you might have went.
I mean, I don't know what that means.
I feel like you might would have went a little caramel joint, Slim Jim.
I made an excellent decision for my life.
Okay.
Because it takes a special kind of person to even be able to make a life with me.
My man.
Okay.
So I already know I won.
Okay.
But like, pre her, the dating life was wherever I had.
So you was
So
hooping.
you- so
So you was
basically-
hooping.
Right.
He was
So
hooping.
no, what he's saying is he has eaten chocolate covered
Yeah,
strawberries.
I dated all black women and then I found my wife.
That's what he said. Look, I would love to take on this persona that is being crafted around me to create some majestic image, but I ain't that guy. I just there's a few girls, but I mean, hey, it was all over the place. I mean, it was
Okay.
white girl, black girls, white
What-
girls, black girls.
Whatever girl.
My man said he was all over the place.
Whatever girl.
It was those two places.
He was in
It those
two
places.
sections.
Okay.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump. You never know what you're going to get.
I don't know how to take Forrest Gump line. I don't know how, as a white guy. That's like one of like that one comes out. You're like, did I say Jenny? Did I just say that? Is that what's happening right now? I'm that guy.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's it? Really?
what you
Finally,
got?
you been stumped?
I haven't been stuck. I mean, yeah. Everything's been covered in that little back and forth there. I'm just yeah.
My man copped a plea though when he was talking about his wife. I made a great decision.
Right?
She listens to this.
Hey, you
it
better
was a beautiful decision.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, like.
Now she's dope.
I'm
She's
talking
dope. She's dope.
Not discounting by no means. Am I
Sure.
discounting your wife? It's just the vibe that you give, more or less.
Well, I appreciate that.
It's just like, okay, you more not even necessarily saying you do or don't have to fit in when you're around certain people, but you have some soul about you. You know, like I can get that vibe from you. So because I got that vibe, that's why I'm like, okay,
Those are very sweet words. I will take those. Thank you.
sure. Take
Look, we building bridges every day here on the Prodigal Brothers.
Community.
And that's all the time we have today, folks.
Would any of y'all have trouble introducing someone from a different race to your family? Like, would it be like an awkward Thanksgiving if you brought someone from a different race home?
Hell yeah.
Oh, my wife wasn't allowed to. She wanted to go to prom with a black dude and wasn't. It was clearly not.
Oh
was
wow.
not happening.
Not an okay thing.
Wow.
It wouldn't be awkward, but it would be like, do he eat cornbread?
My mama don't like nobody.
Facts.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think she
That's
liked
all-
me a
that's-
little bit.
That's
No,
equal.
she don't care about race.
Yeah.
She just don't like
It took
nobody.
her. It probably took me all 15 years for her to like. Oh, okay, he all right.
Yeah. She think everybody's out to do me wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mom.
You ever seen Waterboy?
Yeah.
My mom's not that bad, but she close.
She to the water boy's mom. Oh,
She
yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Okay.
that, she that
Doing those
protected.
podcasts.
Look, I'm a little scared that she might mess around and stumble upon this episode by mistake. So
So you just not gonna
she's just the most beautiful woman I ever met in my life, and I appreciated her cooking last year. That was
Okay,
amazing.
All right, okay, here we go.
It was amazing. It was good though.
Okay.
No cap.
What about you, Easy?
Yeah. It would definitely be hard for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I
Like-
got a Southern family, man.
Oh, okay.
So some of I think like Hispanic, Asian would be okay. But it'd be hard for me to bring home probably like a white girl if she was like somewhere like super ethnic, somewhere they couldn't pronounce, like Slovakian or Czech, like Russian or something.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for me to, like, I know I'd get some pushback. They wouldn't say nothing to her face, but I'll definitely get snatched into a closet or something.
Wow.
I'm saying, like, let
My
me tell
family,
you.
they gonna have mad jokes.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
not gonna stop because we don't play. We don't hold back on nothing. Like we joking. Like they gonna be passing the greens. Like you know what these are?
I wonder why we like if we brought somebody home from another race though, they would still be allowed in the house though.
Oh yeah, very
Yeah,
welcoming.
yeah.
There are some in other situations
It's not even
like you
not
can't
even
even
permitted in my house.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like
not
he
even
said when
bringing
he
you home
was
for the
home.
holidays. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not an option.
I guess because it's more or less like I feel, and every parent is different. Like how open minded are your parents? Like because it's all about your happiness. If your parents are open to your happiness, it don't matter what it look like. They want you to be happy.
But is that a bad thing though? Like, is that a bad thing that we're not so strong in our values, right? Like we talk about us as our community, black community, being together. But why aren't we that strong where it's like you know, I know some people that have said it like I can't bring a white girl home to my mom's house. But if they did, she would still get in.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
So
why
isn't it like you only can date black? Period.
Yeah, why? And I'm not saying that it shouldn't be the other way. You know, that we shouldn't be open, but we've always been open as a people. Why aren't we that strong to where it's like we don't want you with them?
It
At all.
depends. Like I truly believe it depends, right? Like I have a younger brother, right?
Right.
I basically raised my brother. For the most part, I would, if my brother's happy, I'm gonna be happy. However, when it comes to certain races, I'm gonna let him know. Listen, that woman does not understand what it's going to be like when you get pulled over.
Right.
So you have to be mindful of these things because of the fact that she's not going to be able to relate. Sis might want to be over here fussing at the officer, not knowing the fact that her saying something could get you killed.
But why don't we just shut it down? Like, I'm saying, why is it a bad thing? Why don't we just shut it down? Like, don't date them. Like, don't date a white person.
It's not. I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's a generational thing too. So now you around a generation that's way more accepting, way more open to the idea of dating outside the race, and then so and so brings this person home, and you're like, hell no, shut it down. Most cases with these kids, it's just gonna build resentment, and they're just gonna go against the cloth anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, why isn't it a value thing instead of it's going to be looked at? Because it's never. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're
I'm
saying.
not.
Instead of
you see
it,
what I'm saying, Sully? Like,
I think she had it right on. The way the feeling she gave you about her thoughts for her brother,
Right.
is the same way that reason that people can't lock in on that is because they're thinking, I really care for this person. I want the best of this person. And if this person has deemed that this is the person that they want to be with, I think that that's becoming more and more hard for us, for people as a whole, to lock in on our convictions, even on things when it comes to us wanting our people who we care about to be happy. I think it matters, and I think it's hard.
That is the biggest, because listen, you got one life, so if you're not happy, what are you doing with yourself? And if this person's going to make you happy, I'm going to accept it. But I'm also going to be very much so be reminding to both of y'all.
But we often talk about how we don't stick together, right? And I think there are some foundational things that just aren't there. And I'm not saying that it has. I'm just challenging us to just kind of think about it. I'm not really saying that it should be that way. I just think it's crazy that we don't say, hey, this is a stop. Yeah. I don't care what you do outside, but you know what you're going to marry. You know who you're going to be with.
there's a lot of ethnicities that still do that to this day.
But
and
not black people though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It is.
Yeah,
there's some families that just are not going to. Nah, bro, this not, or sis, this not what we gonna do.
But I do get what he's saying. Like in some groups, it's just that's the norm. So that's what we'll say. Anywhere between 80 and 90% of that population is saying not going to happen. And of course, you have your outliers.
Well, you also have this things where people want to piggyback, and it's seen as you want to continue our legacy, and you want to continue.
Yeah.
And
right.
so the expectation is that you can't
continue the legacy if you go outside of the legacy.
Right.
But I'm done.
Your family tree looking real weird now. You got this little one branch going over here while everybody else is chilling over there.
But you know what I also think it is why people are changing now, because of the fact that there have been I truly believe that there's been so many unhappy people because of those legacies or family traditions, because you have people that are so unhappy, like they're like, hey, look at Coming to America, you know, that's like one of the perfect examples, like Coming to America. Granted, it's not saying it's a different race thing, but it's more or less the difference of the fact that traditions, like, hey, listen, what she say, Jaffa, let the boy be, he's in love, like it's just that. Like, I am a firm believer that love there's no race behind it. You love who you love. Right. Unfortunately, you know, like, you can't just be like, oh, I love only this. Hey, if it happens, it happens. But you are getting to where people like, oh, tradition, what's that? I want to create my own. I want my own, because what you did, I don't like it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Right. But it also is like, okay, even though I don't agree with that, why do we have to come apart? Because that typically is what happens. You feel like you're defying everything. Yeah. Like, no, I still love you. I still care about you, but I'm not going to live by the rules that kept you unhappy.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
So you gonna shut it down in the house, man?
No, I definitely, I'm open-minded. I wouldn't do that. I would heavily push for community is what I would do.
Oh, that's very...
Because that's really what I'm getting at here. Right. I think when we go outside of our community or even do business outside of our community, like, it's something that we just have to go that way, and then sometimes we even get shunned by our community in a certain way. It's not like it's not a blocking you off or stopping you, but you can feel the disconnect. So you don't ever try to resolve that. So that's how, like, you know, money, kids, and everything just leaves us. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, there should be some type of, what you say, Easy?
No, I'm saying I agree with you.
Yeah, I just think there should be some type of enforcement for us to just be more aligned so we can rise.
But what about this?
Level up.
when you say community, why can't it be a community of the same morals and values? Why does it have to be a community of race? Because you have some people that are just as black as you and I, but are not with us.
Mo black.
You know, like they Uncle Ruckus is out here in this world.
Right. But I'm even talking about connecting with that. Like, you know what I mean? I just think that there's always sections of us as black people, right? Like, there's people who are open-minded, old-fashioned, judgmental, right? Instead, I just want us to collectively always, no matter who you date, just be aligned with each other and go there first instead of going outside first.
Have you deviated in the past?
I like white women too. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna sit here and say it like, shoot, I don't care. I don't see. I mean, but I was born in Baltimore, but I'm a military kid. Like, I've seen so many cultures, so it's not just white women. It's not like, but I'm not a selective guy to where I say I only date this, because some guys say that too, which I think is also a part of the disconnect.
That's a box.
Yeah, like only date.
But why? Because they have a preference?
No, I'm not saying that they only date black. They say everything but that. Like that only date exotics or only date light skinned girls.
They're broken on the inside.
I don't understand that thought process.
They're broken.
But that's what I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about like I only date black women. I'm not against that at all.
Granted, it's a preference. It's still brokenness. Because why wouldn't you want to date someone that look like your mother?
I mean, it depends on that relationship, though, right?
Brokenness. Yeah. Because as a woman, the first man I ever loved was my father. As a man, the first woman you ever loved was your mother. So why are you so hell bent on not loving a woman that looks like your mother?
Because she's not like my mom.
There's no comparison. I love my mama to death.
Yeah, she's not like my mom.
If anybody know me and my mom, we like goddamn A1, AB, AC.
She burnt eggs. She can't,
okay.
She don't know. She don't know the difference between a broom and a mop.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, like.
All right.
She can't pack a lunch.
Ooh.
You know what's disturbing to me though in any race? Like, if you can't make a sandwich, I know we're not really getting into my preferences, but if you can't make a sandwich,
what kind of sandwich,
it's
bruh?
just over.
Like a Subway sandwich?
No, like if you were to make a sandwich, how would you make the sandwich? Right, you got two pieces of bread, you got 2 pieces of meat, pause, and you got cheese.
Why you ain't let her
Am I
build
making
a
it for
sandwich?
myself or am I making it for my man?
Just build a sandwich. That's what you got.
What depends?
How is it going to go? How's the sandwich?
If your
gonna
man
go?
said, "Babe, can you make me a sandwich?" Go.
Well, chances are I probably paid attention to how he get his sandwiches.
Right.
Am I going to do mayonnaise? Am I going to do mustard? Am I going to put the condiments in between the meat?
Ooh, girl.
Am I
Ooh.
going to grill it?
Ooh, turn the lights off.
If you can't, turn the lights off. It's got hot in here. Everybody.
I don't need tender anymore. I found my queen.
Little did we know.
Sandwiches.
Yeah.
The key to a man's heart.
Listen.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, so it depends. Like, baby, do you want it warm? Do you want it cold? What you want?
What'd you say, Easy?
How you want it? She asked you.
No, I was just. Well, shit. I do want to. I like hot food. You already know. I said that a couple episodes ago. Go back and listen to that.
Yeah, hot cereal.
They was talking about cereal. And,
Hot cereal is his preference.
Boy,
no,
wait.
it's not hot cereal,
Yeah,
bro.
he also pours in the milk first. Don't
Oatmeal
let him
is
get
hot
started.
cereal.
Wait, you like warm cereal?
No, I actually
Like,
I don't eat cereal.
I meant oatmeal. I mean, some people refer
no, I
to
said
oatmeal.
avocado toast. Okay,
You don't like
okay.
oatmeal? You don't like oatmeal?
of course I like oatmeal.
Oh, okay.
But you're terrible, bro.
Just hot cereal.
Nah, y'all was talking about cereal. Who eats cereal?
I
Like-
do.
I
I
do?
love it. I love
Cinnamon
it.
Toast Crunch.
Oh, okay.
The taste you can
right.
see.
Listen, hello.
But yeah,
with the vanilla almond milk.
Oh,
More of a
Chica la
golden
basanda.
graze, man.
Wealth.
what do you mean wealth?
Wealth.
It's like $3. Almond milk's like $3.
Man, I'm get my milk out the can and mixing it with water.
Okay, Mr. Carnation.
Okay.
That shit is disgusting.
We struggling on this side.
And then go
activated. Oh my.
And they're gonna try to figure out why you got diabetes in 15 years.
My man on the toilet with diabetes.
Look, man.
That sugary ass milk.
Don't judge me.
All right.
Too late.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
Hold on.
That's
Before you
definitely
move on, B, I'm sorry.